Tales Movie Life, episode 63. Coming to you from St. Paul, Minnesota. Recording this before my show, first of 5 shows at the Joke Joint. Also, quick announcement, my new album, Keep My Enemies Closer, is out on iTunes. If I were better at this, I would put an annotation, a bubble where you could click to it, but fuck it. Go to iTunes, type in Keep My Enemies Closer to get the album. Okay, with that out of the way, this week's review is of the movie Prisoners, starring Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. Now, I mockingly called Riddick the start of Oscar season a couple of weeks ago. This movie is actually the real start of Oscar season. It's an excellent movie. Basically, if you haven't seen the previews, basically Hugh Jackman and Terrence Howard play two fathers, but the story is really Hugh Jackman's. Two fathers whose daughters go missing, presumably kidnapped. And Paul Dano, who you may best remember from There Will Be Blood and Little Miss Sunshine, he is the prime suspect, but he's sort of a feeble-minded, possibly abused sort of young adult. What goes on, and Jake Gyllenhaal plays the cop investigating it. I don't want to get into, there are various plot nuances that I don't want to give away, but basically, Hugh Jackman upset with the way the criminal justice system works, and at this point it sounds like a tried and true and almost cliched movie. Takes matters into his own hands, ends up kidnapping the suspected kidnapper, played by Paul Dano. And what happens from there, it's an incredibly layered movie. The personal relationships and the personal dynamics are incredible. Hugh Jackman, really good performance. Jake Gyllenhaal, very good performance. The acting is really stellar across the board. But it's really Hugh Jackman's movie, and I'd say Jake Gyllenhaal, if there is Oscar talk, would be the supporting actor category. It deals with kidnappings, family dynamics, abuse, and it also has this creepy, ominous thriller feel to it, so it's really working on different levels. But the movie really has great pacing. It's an excellent movie. One thing I will say that bothers me, and it also bothered me with the show The Killing on AMC, which involved a dead teen in that movie. In these movies, it's always the woman who gets the dude in trouble. Like the wife who's upset, the dad's upset over the missing kid, and then at some point the wife always goes, "If you were a real man, you'd protect this family," or "What kind of a man lets his child go missing?" And then of course this sends the dude into a rage and he does horrible, horrible shit. So really the point of this movie is A, it's great, B, it's creepy, and C, women, shut the fuck up. Dad is just as upset over the missing kid as you are, but he's just not sleeping in bed and taking medication. That's it. Those are the 3 points you get from this movie. I don't want to give any more away because it never sort of stops evolving as a story until the very end. Great ending. So I'm going to give it, I want to give it an A, but I'm afraid to because there's a lot of good movies coming out, and I'm going to give it an A/A-. But that should tell you right now, it's the best review I've given out this year. That and The Butler. The Butler, actually, I think I gave a flat A to, but I didn't do a review of it. But the point is, this is a must-see movie. You should see it. Really excellent. So, great job by Hugh Jackman. Jake Gyllenhaal is very good. But just a definitely worthwhile movie. 2.5 hours feels like 2 hours and 22 minutes. That's how fast it goes by. 8 minutes go by. No, I'm kidding. It's just a great movie. So enjoy. Next week, not sure what I'll be doing. Either Don John, starring my alleged man crush Joseph Gordon-Levitt, or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, because that was one of my favorite animated movies of a couple of years ago. So that's it. Off to do some shows in St. Paul, and go see Prisoners. Bye.
Wanna get that feeling, gotta get that feeling,